Good afternoon and welcome to the Perkins Garages YouTube channel for a Ford Kuga ST Line X PHEV, a Black Pack Edition walk around video. But before we get stuck into the walk around, in the next few days we have got 17 fantastic bits of stock to present to you. So if you're not already subscribed to the Perkins Garages YouTube channel, then can I recommend clicking that button and you'll be in tune with all of our latest content. So this here is a rather beautiful solar silver Ford Kuga ST Line X PHEV Black Pack Edition. So that will include your glorious 20-inch gloss black alloy wheels, amongst other goodies, which I shall cover in a minute. So the PHEV, that is a plug-in hybrid electrical vehicle. So in the back of this vehicle, we have a 14.4 kilowatt battery that can drive this vehicle fully electric up to 35 miles. And if that's not enough, what we also have is a 2.5 litre Duratec engine producing 225 PS of power, transmitted through an automatic gearbox, and in combined, this has got some incredible MPG on the dashboard. So currently displaying over 100 MPG. I'll show you that in a second. This Kuga is registered on a 2023 registration, meaning you're taking Ford warranty with you until March 2026. And we've done just over 9,000 miles, but like always, I'll get you the exact number on the dash in a moment. So the first port of call is arriving to the near side front bumper, where I present to you the beautiful remote central locking key in all of its beauty, like so. Clicking the unlock button, if I don't drop the key, in turn is going to wake up the daytime running lamps, the bits that are currently flashing at you. So they are daytime running lamps, and they give ultimate visibility to other road users, so you're always going to be seen even on the brightest of days or on the dullest of days. So inside there are also the quad prism LED adaptive headlights. Coming down, we have front fog lights, and we have front parking sensors which trail themselves all the way around that front lip of the bumper. This Kuga has a wonderful driver assistance pack. So a little dully black bit underneath the number plate there is a front facing radar. Again, that is responsible for things such as pre-collision assist. I shall cover the driver assistance pack in its entirety once we're inside the vehicle. This vehicle also has not only just a rear camera, but you also have a high definition front camera as well, so that can be selected to be a panoramic view. That looks glorious on the screen. Again, once we're inside, I'll give you a good look at that. Moving ourselves around now to the offside front, where we can see out first beautiful 20-inch gloss black alloy wheels. This is part of the Black Pack. There we are. So that has a Continental Premium Contact 6 tyre on it, and again, only doing 9,000 miles of work. They're in pretty good condition as well. I'm going to draw your attention north quickly. On the windscreen there, we have a light sensor. So as the sun goes down and the moon comes up, your lights are going to come on automatically. Further north, that long sensor at the top there, that is the one that you can't currently see because of the reflection of a tree. That is a traffic speed sign camera. So as you go past a differing speed sign, that shall be displayed on the wonderful digital driver display. To the right hand side of it is a rain sensor for the rain sensing wipers. Taking your attention further north, that there is a fully opening panoramic glass roof. So you can let an abundance of light and fresh air into the cabin. That'd be perfect for the summer months fast approaching. Also, we have the black roof rails on there as well, so if it was shut up, it's easy to put a roof rack on. I'm going to draw you back down to the body of the vehicle now, because you guessed it, more spec to cover. So if I just lock the vehicle on the remote central locking, and it folds in the mirrors like so, I'll take you to half zoom. On the door handle here, this is the lines for the keyless entry. So one tap of the door handle will unlock the vehicle, and one tap on the door handle just there on those 5 lines locks the vehicle. So as you can see, we have power folding and heated door mirrors, and also as part of the driver assistance pack is that little symbol on the furthest right hand side. That is blind spot assist. So if someone's in your blind spot, either on the near side or the off side of the vehicle, you'll have a little orange illumination there to let you know it's unsafe to pull in or out. So in addition to the Black Pack 20-inch alloy wheels, we've got black badging, so ST line black badging, black mirror covers as well. It all goes in tandem so beautifully with the rear privacy glass as well. This has to be one of the best looking Kugas I think I've ever seen. And I said that last week about the black on black, the Agate black one, but now we have this solar silver one. I think this has replaced it. This is a stunning vehicle. So you might have just noticed the wing mirrors have just folded in. That's part of the keyless entry safety system. So if you don't get in it within about 20 seconds, it self-locks itself once more. So at the offside rear now, at this stage of the video, I just gently rock the camera side to side down the offside of the vehicle, hopefully displaying just how beautiful all the body panels are. Like so. And not forgetting to give you a good look at the offside rear. And a nice touch on this one as well. We have the black wheels, the red painted brake calipers. They really stand out on the ST line variants. And again, another Continental Premium Contact 6 tyre on the offside rear. Starting to make our way around the rear, we can see parking sensors starting nice and early again. And again, they trail all the way along that bottom lip of the bumper. We do have a power tailgate, which I shall show you in a second. But the rear parking sensors are complemented just wonderfully with a high definition reversing camera. And again, look at that black badge kit there, so Kuga in black. And you have the plug-in hybrid sticker down to the bottom right. So we're going to give the near side the exact same treatment. So again, starting off nice and high, just going to gently rock the camera all the way down the near side of the body. So the near side rear quarter, that little flap there, is where petrol goes in to fill the petrol tank for the 2.5 litre petrol engine. And there's the near side rear wheel now. I'm a massive fan of this. This is lovely. And now we can follow it all the way down to the near side front wheel, not forgetting to give you a good look at that. Again, those red brake calipers look the business. Okay, so just opening up or unlocking the vehicle is this. So underneath here is the charging port of the vehicle. So this here is called a Type 2 connector. So this would be where you will plug your charger into. This vehicle is supplied with a 3-pin charger as standard, and I've left it in the valet bay, so you won't see it in this video, but it is here. I'm going to go put this on charge in a minute. So if you need any help with charging, how do I set up for charging at home? Do I need a home pod? How far will it get me? How long will it take me? Give us a call. We'll explain everything you need to know about charging this vehicle at your property. Back to the video. So double click on the key on the boot function and they'll wake up the power tailgate. So 2 clicks on there. Otherwise we have a button on the bottom side of the lip. Now that opens up the gigantic boot space in this lovely Ford Kuga. So whether it's prams you need to get in, sports equipment, a couple of dogs, it's a very large volume. There's also a couple of goodies in the back here as well. So we do have a 12-volt charging socket to the left hand side. So perhaps you had a cool box, you need to keep your cool box powered. And in addition, we have these lovely little handles either side. So if you did need to increase the volume of the boot, simply pull that lever there and it drops down the rear seats, giving you a 40-60 split all the way through the vehicle. Underneath the boot liner here is a full-size space saver spare wheel. Amazing. So I think that is brand new actually. Being the plug-in hybrid variant, the 12-volt battery is actually kept underneath there. Look, a very clever use of space. So that is underneath there, and obviously you've got all the relevant tools, jacks and braces to change the wheel on the side of the road. So that is inside the boot. Once again, button on the right hand side will shut up the tailgate. Right, now into the rear. So what we're just going to do, what we can do is just thread the seatbelt into there. Right, ooh, made a meal out of that, haven't I? Thread the seatbelt into there like so, and you can simply, with one finger, push the seat back. So this exposes the beautiful interior in this ST line Kuga, but before we cover that, let's just show you around the door cards. At the top there we have hard-wearing plastic going down into a soft-touch synthetic leather, leading into the corresponding window control. Bottom there, lovely door card construction, so big enough for a drink and some sweets maybe. And the bottom here, this is now the interior, so we have a beautiful suede base and lower back part, leading into a black leather with beautiful red ST line stitching holding it all together. If you require ISO fixings, you have one on the offside rear, right hand rear, and one again on the left hand rear. When the kiddies get a bit older and they might suffer with a cold bum, can I recommend heated rear seats? And when they're even older than that and they've got iPads, switches, iPods and everything in between, down there are 2 USB-C charging ports. USB-Cs deliver about 5 amps of charging, so that'll charge high capacity battery things nice and quickly. And in there as well, we also have a nice little cup holder system. Lovely. Big fan. But it's also a very nice opportunity just to pop the camera upwards as the sun has come out and show you the panoramic glass roof. Like so. Beautiful. Let's now have a look inside where all the goodies lie. So, door card again with this lovely carbon fibre strip leading into the door handle. Just below on this cluster we have all of your mirror controls, so electric mirror adjustment controls, the folding mirrors, the interior locking fan just ahead of it, and all 4 window switches just below. Spinning the camera around so you can see some seats once again. We have that lovely suede and leather interior, beautiful red stitching all the way down, extra bolster in the lower back and the base part of the seat. The driver's seat is electrically controlled, so that gives you a 1, a 2, which is your front tilt, a 3 and a 4, which is your rear height, your 5 and your 6, which is your forward and backwards, your 7 and 8, which is your rear tilt, and your 9 and 10 is your lumbar support. Now I'm just going to jump inside the vehicle. You may hear a little bit of distortion on my microphone, so please just bear with me for a moment. Okay, now we're inside this lovely Kuga. So the first thing I need to do is tell you the mileage, which is 9,273.3 at the time of recording this video. So this, to complement the keyless entry system, we have an engine start stop button. So push your foot on the brake, the light goes green, 1 click of that, and that will start it all up for us. Marvellous. So I'm just going to turn off the air conditioning. There we are. Okay, so this is a digital driver display. So gone are the analog sticks, and we now have this lovely screen. I'm going to give you a quick tour around it. So the furthest left we have a coolant temperature sensor. In the middle there is a digital speedometer. At the bottom we have the compass, the odometer, ambient air temperature, gear selector indicator. We have the battery range. Currently it's displaying 2 miles. This vehicle's just literally arrived at Perkins, and after this I'm going to go find its charger in the valet department and put it back on charge. And to the right hand side we have the fuel distance to empty, which is currently 76 miles. That is also replicated in our bar graph to the furthest right, which is also a fuel gauge. And being a hybrid vehicle, if you didn't know already, you're not going to be going anywhere if you don't have the green ready on the dash somewhere. So the green ready suggests the high voltage battery is all good to go. Gone is the RPM gauge. RPM is revolutions per minute, and that counts revolutions of the crankshaft. So we have also got an engine, but also we have an electric motor. So to display both of those power outputs, that is power in kilowatts. So as you can see, the battery and engine symbol there. Now progressing into the central part of the screen, we're currently looking at Trip Computer 2. So I thought this would be a very good example. So the last 280 hours, this vehicle has averaged 104.9 mpg. So it's covering 9,256 miles, and 6,180 of those miles have been fully electric. So combined, that's giving you an mpg of 104.9. So some fantastic mpg. The chances are, on a daily commute to work, people have got a less than 30-mile round trip. And if you apply to that as well, less than 30 miles, your daily commute is going to be very, very cheap. Then you can just charge it when you get home, or charge it when you get to work. Be a bit crafty. And then if you did need to go to the seaside on the weekend, you have a 45-litre fuel tank to take advantage of. So everybody's happy. So continue through here, we have an EV coach. This would just suggest how to be a bit more efficient when driving. We have electric efficiency there as well, so averaging 3.7 miles per kilowatt, or an estimated range of 38.7. So that's a very interesting one as well. So it works out how efficiently you're driving the vehicle. So I said you have a 35-mile range. Currently suggesting 38.7. So drive these well. A couple of the chaps here at Perkins have driven these throughout the summer, and that could be well over 40 miles in the summer months as well. So things to take into consideration. We have eco behaviour in there, live tyre pressures, again fuel economy as well. So again, some fantastic systems. We have more goodies on this screen. So back to the hybrid system, we have 4 electric drive modes. So first one, auto EV, so this is normal operation. So this will work as a hybrid system using both the engine and the electric. So at slower speeds it will use the electric motor, and when the torque demands get too much for that, it will kick in the engine. Next one is all battery charged by engine. So the engine will be running and that'll be gently charging the battery as you go. This won't fully charge the battery, well it might do, but it will take a very long time to do so. Next up is auto EV. So this will be, it's not going to let me get in there, is it? So you can have this running as a full electric vehicle, and the last one there is electric safe for later. If I would have charged the vehicle before this video, I'd have shown you all 4, but yes, 4 fantastic drive modes. Doesn't stop there guys, because you can click on the drive mode button and we have a normal, eco, sport, slippery, snow and sand, and back to normal. So we have a drive mode for every driving situation. I'm a big fan of this screen as well, and whatever one you put it into, it's going to change the ambience. Let's put it into sport mode, power, speed and power, so it goes to a lovely dully gritty grey screen there, giving you a sportier ambience. Marvellous. Right, so we have so much continue still, so we're going to progress from the screen. So to the right hand side we have the back, OK up and down, and menu button, and I was controlling the screen ahead of me using that. Bottom left is a voice command button, then we have a pickup, decline, and previous and next song function. To the left hand side is where you can find the adaptive cruise control buttons. So top left is the button for the adaptive part of the cruise control. So this will adapt the distance to the vehicle in front of you. Bottom left is lane centering. We have set speed plus and minus in the middle, with standby top right and the speed limiter found bottom right. Below that cluster is a volume minus, volume plus, and also a mute button. Progressing now into the central reservation of this vehicle, it's always important to have a cubby hole. So here we have a lovely design cubby hole. This is where all of your sweets and other goodies go. Marvellous. Ahead of that, a nice little, again, try to beat your change. We have tension, spring-loaded tension cup holders, so your coffee's not going to go flying out everywhere in the morning. A big fan of that. A parade of buttons down here. So the top left is the mode button. That's what I was controlling the drive mode with a minute ago. That's the EV button to change the EV drive mode. This one here will turn off the parking sensors front and rear, and this one here is for forward park assist. Going forward now we have auto hold, electronic handbrake which self cancels, and then we have the new beautiful rotary gear selector. So foot on the brake, then that will allow you to change around to the relevant drive position. Whilst we're in reverse, I'm just going to pop you to the top of the screen, showing you the beautiful reversing camera. And to the top right hand side is the proximity sensors for the front and rear parking sensors. This will give you an intermittent beep that increase in frequency as you get closer to the object in question. Now, not forgetting to put it back into park now. Down there is a wireless phone charger pad. So if your phone supports wireless charging, place it down there and it will wirelessly charge your phone. If not, we have another USB-C and a USB-A data port. And to the right hand side is a 12-volt socket. This Kuga has the dual zone air conditioning, so that is the heating, ventilation and air conditioning. So both sides of the cabin can be set to individual temperatures, so if you do suffer with a very cold passenger, you can keep them warm whilst keeping yourself perfectly cool. If you're the cold one, heated front seats which are 3-way adjustable. You have an electronically heated steering wheel, keep your hands nice and toasty, fan speed plus and minus, and the electronically heated windscreen. Different flows of vents are found in the middle. We have different demist functions to the left, with recirculation, air conditioning and max aircon to the right hand side. Coming upwards now, we have a series of buttons here. So we have the volume rocker and the tuner for the radio, different song settings, so play, pause, previous and next. This one will turn the screen onto standby. Click it once, it will go blank, then one touch it will wake up. I love this button in my Ford when you're driving at night time. They do auto dim, but sometimes you don't even need it, so just turn it off and it keeps your eyes firmly on the road. The button in the middle here is for the front facing camera. So I mentioned this quite a long time ago now, but this is the front facing camera. If I can find the button, click it once more and it will go to a wide panoramic spectrum there also. Once more and back to your home page. So let's have a quick chat about this screen here. So this is a Sync 3.4 module. Dark blue band at the bottom, so we know it's the updated software. Bottom left, audio. We have different sources such as FM, DAB and Bluetooth audio. Next up is your Bluetooth phone connectivity. Connect your phone via Bluetooth via here. Next up is navigation. So forward navigation is a fantastic system. It's some very good software. For example, you'd like to come to Perkins Garages to have a look at this Kuga. You shall need Charlie Mike 77 6 Sierra Alpha. Click the search box and that will navigate your route to Perkins in no time at all. So I'm not going to click start because I'm here already, but don't forget you can have the directions appear on the screen ahead of you, which is a lovely little touch. It's going to take you back to the home page now because we have some charging. So here, this will show you the state of flow. So we have the battery there, 14.4 kilowatt, and the engine at the front. So when you're driving along, you can see where all the power is coming from. Next up to the right hand side, this is where you can see your charging preferences. So if you click on there, you can then charge time setup. So you can schedule your charging accordingly. So some people get a nice cheap tariff overnight. If that applies to you, schedule your vehicle to charge overnight before you go to work. It'll be a nice cheap charge. I want to just draw you into settings quickly because I said at the top we'll mention the driver assistance pack, and that includes the adaptive cruise control. We have the intelligent speed limiter, we have a lane keeping system, pre-collision assist, traffic zone recognition, rear view camera, we have the blind spot assist monitors, grade assist, wrong way alert, cross traffic alert, driver alert and traction control. Loads of wonderful driver assistance settings to keep you nice and safe. Next up, into vehicle. We have loads of different vehicle settings regarding remote start setup. What is that? So if you purchase this vehicle, can I recommend downloading the Ford Pass Connect application on your mobile telephone device, then pairing it with your vehicle and your phone together. Then you can do things such as remote start setup, which includes your climate control, your seats and steering wheel, and even the duration of such event. Next up, in a Windows, global open and global close. Wipers is your rain sensing wipers. Power lift tailgate, that's very important because you can enable and disable the switch. Lighting, this is going to be for your auto high beam and headlamp delay. So tons, also folding mirrors, so loads of automation and loads of fantastic vehicle settings. It's a couple, so much spec on here. I'm sorry to keep you. This button, the P button, which is the self park assist, this vehicle will quite literally park itself for you, whether that's a parallel park out, a perpendicular park in, bay park, or a parallel park in as well. So you can use the indicators to dictate which side of the road you want to park on, and it will use the front and rear parking sensors to build an image in the body control module, and if it can fit in that gap, well, take your hands off the steering wheel, put it in the relevant drive position and let the vehicle do the rest of the work. Fantastic system. Last thing I want to leave you on is this vehicle has a wonderful B&O sound system. So we have B&O speakers throughout the vehicle, so if you're into your music, you have a fantastic sound system on board. Right, that's about it for me today because we're at 23 minutes or so. So thanks very much for your time. If you did need any other questions answering or you'd like a FaceTime appointment, give me a call. My name's Dan and I can arrange that for you. 01376 550 899. If you enjoyed the video, like the video. If you want to see more, click the subscribe button and I'll be seeing you again very soon. Goodbye for now.